If there's one thing that can be said about Money Heist, it's that it's been a wild ride. Even the way the show got popular was crazy. The original Spanish series, La Casa de Papel, was cancelled after one season. But when Netflix picked it up, the show blew up. It blew up like an exploding bank vault with a resounding boom that was heard all around the world. The show became the most watched non-English series on Netflix, not to mention a global symbol of resistance. Calling the upcoming bulk of episodes the fifth season can be a bit confusing, as the show's story structure is different from the traditional TV model. Money Heist masters the cliffhanger, and all the season divisions just intensify that. There have only been 2 heists, and we're still in the middle of the second one. The first heist was the original series, the Royal Mint of Spain caper, told in 2 parts. That comprised seasons 1 and 2. The second heist is the robbery of the Bank of Spain. It had Netflix Bank, so its production budget is much fatter. The Bank of Spain heist is being told in 4 parts. Seasons 3 and 4 comprise the first half of that heist. The upcoming Season 5, Part 1 will be followed by a Season 5, Part 2 slated for this December. Only then will we find out if the gang gets away with it. After being captured at the beginning of Season 3, Lisbon spent most of Season 4 illegally detained and under brutal interrogation by the ruthless Inspector Sierra. In the Season 4 finale, the professor stages a daring escape to free Lisbon. And with even more elaborate play, he orchestrates getting her inside the Bank of Spain to reunite with the gang. Given that the gang seems hopelessly surrounded in the bank, it seems ridiculous that Lisbon would want to go there. However, it's important to remember that Lisbon began on the opposite side. In Season 1, she was Inspector Murillo in charge of investigating the heist. She flipped to the gang's side out of her love for the professor. Lisbon had a lot to prove to the gang. Despite spending most of her time apart from them, she was accepted because the professor accepted her. Her confrontations with Sierra will surely escalate as the former inspector turned bank robber goes head-to-head with the new inspector. And now that she's in full cahoots with the gang, the cleverness she's demonstrated throughout the entire series will certainly level up the intrigue. The gang still needs to get the gold. The plan is to melt the gold down to transport out of the bank. According to Lisbon's stalling tactic testimony, 50 tons of gold are melted down already. That leaves 40 more to go, little past the halfway point, which coincides with where the series is. Seasons 3 and 4 were 8 episodes each. Seasons 5 and 6 are shorter with only 5 episodes per season. While the gang succeeded with the first heist despite impossible odds, nothing is ever certain when it comes to Money Heist. Jesus Colmenar, the producer of Money Heist, promises that this is the final battle where they pull out all the stops. I can tell you for sure that this is the biggest and the most thrilling one, teases Colmenar. Is Gandia still alive? Season 3 introduced Gandia, the head of security for the Bank of Spain and the most despised villain of the series. A former Black Ops agent, he's highly skilled in stealth combat. He strangled Helsinki and held Tokyo captive, but his greatest offense is what he did to Nairobi. The gang used him as a ruse to get Lisbon in the bank, but during the chaos, he tried to break free. Helsinki stopped him by smashing his head into the staircase rail, but it's unclear whether he killed him or just knocked him out. If he did die, it was an understated death scene for Money Heist. Nairobi had a tough Season 4. She began on a makeshift operating table after Sierra had lured her to the window using her son as bait, and then ordered a sniper shoot her in the chest. Incredibly, Nairobi recovered, thanks to Tokyo's nascent surgery skills. But then Gandia caught Nairobi and tortured her, tying her to a door and mercilessly shooting her in the hand. Then, just as the gang had negotiated her release, Gandia shot Nairobi in the head. There's no coming back from that, no matter how lucky Tokyo is as a surgeon. Her coffin bearing the words La Puta Ama was carried out of the bank with more respect than any of the deaths preceding her. Gandia's kill shot went right into the gut of every fan. Nairobi was a beloved character. Coming from poor roots, she was a single mom and the most kind-hearted member of the gang. When Lisbon finally reunites with the gang at the Season 4 finale, they chant for Nairobi. In a scene that sends chills down the spine of every Money Heist fan. Chills down the
So yes, this is the video. I hope you like it. Before leave, give thumbs up to the video and hit the subscribe button.